Welcome to the GAMERamble first look video for Genesis Noir. My name is Dark Cloud and I'm joined today by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
So what do we have here? Genesis Noir.
Yeah, looks interesting. Very spacey. Apparently it's a love story, that's what I've heard.
Interesting. And I see here it says it's a non-traditional point-and-click adventure. It was developed by Feral Cat Den and published by Fellow Traveler. So let's take a look at the options first. Can set the resolution. Quality settings are low, medium and high. VSync displayed in Windows full screen, and then the volume, which I'm just going to lower slightly. And then in terms of gameplay, we've got cursor, speed and language. It's a bit disappointing that the quality settings are just 3 presets. Personally, I like it if there are more options to tweak, but we'll see how it looks. Save and begin the game. Here we have space. Sometimes reality is too complex for visual perception. Okay. Physicists state that the handful of dimensions you perceive are only 1/5 of those that constitute space-time. What the true nature of reality looks like, what existed before the Big Bang rocketed the universe into existence, these are unanswerable questions.
Wow.
But imagination embodies the dark unknown in myth. Out of this unknowable haze, a world emerges wrapped in familiar forms. Your mind transforms the wisps of preternatural smoke into bodies and steel and concrete. Your experience reshapes the world and makes this form eternal.
Very philosophical, this.
Indeed. You give it a name. Call it the constant. So here we're off to a very confusing start already. It's definitely not a traditional type of game, but it's always good to see developers try something new and different.
Yeah, really out of the box thinking here.
I think some of the best games out there came about from the developers not following traditional routes.
Nice jazz music coming up.
Yeah, that's also something you don't hear a lot in games.
Oh wow, this is pretty. Really,
The art style is unique, to say the least. Okay, so is that our character, who I believe is called No Man? With his empty wallet. So I'm given control here. I've got a cursor that I can move around. And I see if I move it over these characters, the icon changes to a hand, but an eye, and let's see if I click on someone. Press and hold the left mouse button to select a watch.
So you're a watch seller.
Yeah, a watch peddler. Which watch are we going to try and farm off on this purpose? Let's go for this one.
Here you go, sir. Ah, money.
Nice. So do I have to sell watches to all of these people to get into that club over there?
Constant club.
Yes, sir. I have a watch. Apparently the people in this city have a need for watches because business is brisk.
They don't have mobile phones.
Okay, that was unexpected. So we can press the left mouse button or the arrow keys to walk and run. Trying the arrow keys here, and I'm running. Not sure why I'm running, but and I just tripped over a sneaker, it looks like.
Yeah.
Next to a dark alleyway where someone is tossing clothes out of a window.
And a suitcase as well. Is that your stuff?
I hope not.
Oh dear.
So what's happening up there in
There's
that
a
window?
lady in the window.
Ah, she's got fabulous hair.
Mm-hmm.
Bells tolling in the background.
Time.
Okay, into the alley we go. So far the interaction is a bit limited.
So obsession of time.
I'm definitely seeing a theme here.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
so here we are, presumably inside his humble abode behind the clock. I see my cursor is wreaking havoc on his belongings here.
Mm.
Okay, so we have Miss Mass at the Divine Jazz section, a poster for a jazz band that plays at a nearby speakeasy.
That Miss Mess looks familiar.
Yeah, I'm sure we saw her silhouette in that window earlier. A napkin given after a night of attraction. 980-6650.
Mm.
Do we have a phone? Can we call that number? Does
There's
it
a
look
phone next to the ladder.
Ah,
So you
so
don't
that
recognize
phone is
it.
so old. Character leisurely makes his way to the phone. Can you remember the number? 9 5 9 8 0 6
6,
6
5.
5 0.
Can still remember my phone numbers.
Intense conversation taking place there.
Mm. Oh dear.
And suddenly our character is plunged down the stairs.
Where are we going now?
Certainly in a hurry to get wherever he's heading. Okay, we're out of the building and into the streets in a big hurry. Oh, I can actually move him, it seems. Here we are in front of a very imposing door.
A lot of apprehension. Ah.
I
Okay.
opened it.
The gun.
Here we are in Genesis.
Is that the Big Bang?
Apparently.
Gun.
Very interesting timeline that this game has.
Genesis also means the beginning.
Yeah. So who fired that gun and why?
Oh dear.
Definitely very psychedelic.
Yeah.
And the question is this something that players will be able to appreciate, or is it going to leave them scared and confused? So I'm floating around in what looks to be all kinds of parallel dimensions or timelines. What do you think is happening here?
I guess that's possible. Are we gonna play out all the possibilities, you think?
Okay, There's a magnifying glass that's not doing anything. Should I line up my character? Not possible.
Should you line him up with his love interest?
Try that. Game definitely doesn't hold your hand when it comes to explaining what needs to be done. Okay, so there's a flask for numbing, good for losing track of time. So our character has been driven to drink, it seems.
Yeah, well, it's quite a traumatic experience, that. Couldn't blame him.
Okay. Casually observing the murder in progress while drinking. So the only thing we can interact with here, it seems that this vicious bullet trail.
Oh. Let's see, let's circle behind it.
I think it just indicates that it can be interacted with.
Mm.
So here's a shell casing from a Big Bang.
Yeah.
Take it. Let's shake it, it seems. We have discovered a squiggle, which is now burnt into our protagonist's hand. He's now a marked man. The Big Bang began as a sphere of unfathomable heat and density, uniform and perfect. This humble volume contained all the energy which would become our universe, but in time imperfection began to appear. After 10 to the power of minus 37 seconds, minuscule fluctuations in the density of this energy formed. The surface of creation, no longer perfectly sterile, was now rough like fertile soil. These imperfections in energy became the seeds from which stars and galaxies and the very structure of the universe would grow. I would be very interested to hear the thought process that went into the story of this game.
It feels like it's playing out the Big Bang as a story.
Yeah, it's a very abstract interpretation of the Big Bang. Very arty.
Yeah. Seeding.
Okay, something sprouting over there.
Seeding would be the creation of new life.
And there's our hero again. Moving with the arrow keys. Okay. Click to walk. So let's take a stroll over here. We can interact with this here golden man. And we seem to be attracting these particles.
Seeds.
Are you telling me I'm covered in seeds now?
Wow, I think so.
Let's see if we can head on over here to this person and interact with him. Oh dear. I vaporized him.
Yeah.
Our character is just as confused as I am right now. So I have picked up seeds, which I will now use. A white seed that feeds on light rays. Okay, they're all white seeds. sprouted a plant
tree.
So
Bush.
do we use these seeds to get through these objects that are in our way? It seems so.
Okay. So we dissolve the fences, which are light rays.
Go that way. And follow the trail of yellow particles, presumably. Let's get that closer. So, see. Okay, so we need to drag it to where you want to throw it.
Okay.
You think this game would have benefited from a tutorial, or do you think it's the way in which it revels in its weirdness is working for it?
I think it works. You don't. I think the game taking you by the hand would ruin the experience a bit. Because this just adds to the whole feeling of what on earth.
Okay, we're back at this person for more seeds. I presume will be different this time. Now we have flaxseeds that consume dark energy, which would be these things, I suppose. So at least they're mixing things up in the gameplay. It's not just a straightforward walking simulator. You are interacting with things and performing actions. While looking at very abstract art.
Pretty flower.
I like how the sound is actually influenced by the cursor.
That's cool. Very arty. Interactive art.
Yeah, that's actually a good description of the game. Interactive art. You get good jazz music and pretty visuals as you try and wrap your head around the game. The thought to build there was to light up all of these. Do I need to pluck the petals out too?
It's a classic game of
she loves me not.
Yeah. She loves me. Not.
This is a type of game where you sit and stare in awe at what's happening while trying to comprehend what you're seeing. Don't know if what I'm doing is the right thing, but it's doing something. So I can click on this thing to grow it and then waggle the mouse basically to expand it, it seems.
Fill the screen of light.
There we go.
Okay, you built a bridge.
Interesting. So let's head to the right here. Basically following this trail of yellow particles, it seems. It's another spot where we can plant something.
The white one.
Try to be this time. Same flower or something new.
Sunhead.
Okay, we have created clouds, it seems.
So we are literally creating the world. Real Genesis.
Clicking on these clouds causes rain, so are we supposed to
fill up the dam?
Ah, is that what's happening? I thought I had to water the plant. Okay, let's fill up the water. And there's some, what's this, water lilies.
Water lilies.
Nice.
Cool.
What is this? Another bridge.
It's a very interesting art style. Yeah, they did a lot of like flat linear things, and then they add light and reflections and stuff to it.
Yeah, they definitely played around a lot with perspective.
Yeah.
And it looks like very simple line drawings, but it's actually quite complex designs going on around you.
Yeah.
I think people who can appreciate art will definitely get more out of this game. Okay, what do we have here? Character is staring at this thing. I seem to be influencing the
Other waves.
amplitude and the pattern of this. So do I need to level the ground, smooth it out? There we go.
Wow. Okay.
So the
Cool.
puzzles are very abstract, but they are semi-intuitive, I would say. You can immediately see what you need to be doing, or at least figure it out with some trial and error. Can you hear that wave resonating? There we go. So you really need to pay attention to the visuals and the audio. Yeah, you can hear it. There we go.
Interesting.
And we have sprouted a tree.
And more
With another
bridges.
bridge.
So,
Keep on following the bridge.
yeah.
So shall we keep on going, or do you think this gives our viewers enough of a idea what is going on with this game?
Yeah, I think
Shall we call it a day?
yeah.
Okay, thanks for joining us to check out Genesis Noir. Like I said, it's a non-traditional point-and-click adventure. It is out now on a variety of platforms. We'll leave links in the description. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
Awesome. Bye.